Okay, so let's solve each of these. What I'm going to do to get rid of this 1/2 is to multiply by the reciprocal. Another thing I can do is I could divide by 1/2 and divide by negative 1/2. That will get rid of the 1/2. You can see I've got a big 1 there, so it'll kind of get rid of it, because any number divided by itself is 1, right? So we've got negative 1/2, negative 1/2. But doing 5 divided by negative 1/2, not everybody may not want to do that, okay? So when you have fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. And you keep the sign that's involved. So reciprocal of 1/2 is a 2/1. So I'm multiplying, really 2/1 is -2, right? So on this side, I'm multiplying by -2, same thing. That gets rid of the fraction and gives me b minus 6 equals 5 times -2 is -10. So to get b by itself, I'm going to add 6 here and add 6 here. If a problem is looking this confusing, I would definitely substitute it back in to make sure I have the answer. Okay, but b equals -4. How did I know that? Well, there's more negative than there is positive. So really take the larger number minus the smaller number. 10 minus 6 is 4. And then just make sure again, which one should have won this battle, the negative or the positive? You all told me it's the negative. Then I put in my negative answer there. B is -4. Don't believe it, plug it back in. Okay, you plug it back in, you'll get -10 in the parentheses. Half of 10 is 5. The two negative numbers cancel each other out to land us on a positive 5. That one works. Okay, I can distribute this in if I want, but I'm just going to go ahead and do 0.4 and divide that on both sides. I'm going to get x minus 0.45 equals, I'm sorry, was that 34 is the answer? Okay, 92 divided by 4, 23. Sorry, 23. So it's 2.3. What I did is kind of just dropped the decimals and said 92 divided by 4, but it is 9.2 divided by 0.4. That gets me 2.3. Okay, now I want x by itself, so I'm going to add 0.45, and I'm going to add 0.45. Remember, when you're adding decimals, you better line them up before you start to add them. If you need to add in some place values, like you got to add a 0 there, do that. I'm going to get x equals 572. So it's 2.75. Plug it back in and make sure it works. Okay, we're going to divide here by -4 and divide by -4. I get p minus 212. This will be -11. A positive divided by negative is a negative. 44 divided by 4 is 11. Now get p by itself, add 212. So we've got a positive number, 212, and a negative number. The positive will win. So we take our larger number and we subtract the smaller number. Just make sure your answer is positive. So 212 minus 11 is 201. Plug it back in and test it. Okay.